Hello and welcome to this video. Let me draw your attention to another use of ChatGPT that you might not have thought of. As a student or a learner, you don't need to just use ChatGPT to write and dump it on your teacher or lecturer. ChatGPT can actually be your teacher. So some time ago, I was taking a course on SQL, and I got to this point where I needed to know about primary key and foreign key. The explanation that was given to me wasn't that much comprehensive. I couldn't just get it, understand it so well that I could teach it to another person. So I had to consult ChatGPT to learn more. Because the good thing about ChatGPT is that you can actually prompt it to write in a way that anyone could understand it. So instead of all those technical jargons and the rest of them, you can prompt ChatGPT to write it in a simpler terms that even a child or just anyone could understand it. So I had to consult ChatGPT and it did justice to what I needed. So let's just have an illustration here. So this was how ChatGPT assisted me to learn what SQL primary and foreign keys actually entail. So when I was reading about primary key in SQL, I came across this. First of all, the primary key constraints uniquely identifies each record in a table. Primary keys must contain unique values and cannot contain null values. Now, this part, a table can have only one primary key, and in the table, the primary key can consist of single or multiple columns. I just couldn't get it at first when I read this. So what I did was to go to ChatGPT for help. So I copied this. Copy this, and then I went to ChatGPT. So I started from asking ChatGPT to explain primary key in a way that a child could understand it. Explain SQL primary key in a way that a child can understand it. Here is a simple explanation of SQL primary key according to ChatGPT, and obviously anyone can understand this. Imagine you have a big box of toys. Each toy has its own special tag with a number on it. That number is like a primary key in a database. It helps you quickly find that special toy whenever you want to play with it. So just like how each toy has its unique number, a primary key in a database helps us keep track of each piece of information in a special way. Wow. So I went further to get clarity on a table having one primary key, and it could also appear in multiple columns of fields, just like I copied before. So a table can have only one primary key, and in the table, the primary key can consist of single or multiple columns. Can you explain this so that a child can understand it as well? So again, here we go. Sure, imagine you have a big puzzle with lots of pieces. In the puzzle, there's one piece that is super special because it has a shiny star on it. That special piece is like the primary key in a table. It helps us know that piece is the most important one in the whole puzzle. Now, sometimes that special piece with the star might be made up of two smaller pieces stuck together. That's like having a primary key made up of multiple columns in a table. Wow. So just like how the star piece is the most important in the puzzle, the primary key in a table helps us know which information is the most important in a database. Now, in SQL, we have primary and foreign key, just like I said before. And the foreign key is what connects a table to another. And when I wanted to insert some data into a table I created the first time I tried it, so I didn't know, since a foreign key links connects a table to another, I didn't know whether it was going to be filled automatically because I've written the query language and I've created the table with the foreign key. I was just asking myself if I could just enter data in other columns and then leave that of foreign key and have it filled automatically. I didn't know if it works like that. So what did I do? I came to ChatGPT and I asked, since foreign key serves as connection between tables in SQL, does it mean that the column bearing the foreign key gets filled automatically as you enter data. So let's take a look. Not exactly. When you enter data into a column that is a foreign key in a table, you have to specify the value yourself. It's like filling a blank space in a crossword puzzle. You need to choose the right word or value that connects to another puzzle table to make everything fit together correctly. So you manually fill in the foreign key column with the appropriate value to establish the connection between the tables in SQL. That was all I needed. So I knew there was no way I was going to write my query and then have my foreign key filled automatically. So as I was writing, I was filling it manually because I've learned it here. I had nobody to ask, but I consulted ChatGPT. So there you go. You probably haven't thought of using ChatGPT to learn. Now that you know this, go ahead. Even when you're learning something online, you don't have somebody to ask directly, ChatGPT can be a very great help. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.